See, tax and science, I would say, go together. They are evolutionary. They keep changing, and we have to accept the changes. The government is not taxing you so that they can enjoy life. No. The tax today is being utilized very favorably for the utilization of the people of this country. Today, if you look at now, let us come to the topic of taxation today, and the budget. It was, I would say, a whoopee budget. All of a sudden, the world, the skies opened, and on a drought hit, ridden part of the country, just water just flowed. It was pouring from the skies. And what was that? The major was the exemption from 4 lakhs, I think the 7 lakhs average, to 12 lakhs. Just imagine an increase of 5 lakhs, a bonanza. It fell, like a thunderbolt from the sky, and many of us are still awaking to the reality of it. Is it really 12 lakhs? It is really 12 lakhs. What is the effect of the 12 lakhs? How is it going to benefit? Who are the winners? Who are the losers? How is the government going? The government has already said that they are going to lose 1 lakh crore because of the increase in the taxation and the tax saving which is going to occur to the people. 1 lakh crore. But is 1 lakh crore such a big amount when compared to the benefits that, if you can imagine, the bet this government is taking on? If you can look at the bets this government is taking on, it is like going to be like the sweepstakes. It's going to be the royal ascot race. And why do I call it the royal ascot race? Because now you are looking at great opportunities for these individuals who are now out of this tax bracket. Many of us have fallen, and I don't deny it, because of the past experience over the period of time and because of the policies of the government. We were compulsorily made to save and to save tax, and some of us fell into the trap of saving to save tax. Because we were advised, if you do this, you will be saving tax. And I've spoken innumerable times on this concept of saving for the purpose of tax. I'm not going to discuss it once again. All I'm trying to say is today, because of the government moving into this new regime, all those old provisions are going to be extinct. I would say they are going to be dinosaur age the laws. They are going to become extinct, and they are never going to be reintroduced. But the long shot, the bet which this government is taking is that there will be ample opportunities for these people who are receiving the cash in their hands to use it usefully, sensibly, for their benefit and for the benefit of the country. Now, let me expand on this a little bit. Everybody is talking about the saving in tax of 80,000, but nobody is talking about the cash flow which is going to arise, which is the free cash which is going to come into the free cash flow to the front of the individuals. Because as soon as you are out of the tax, so somebody have worked out, I was just seeing on YouTube, somebody had worked out that in order to make the savings of the previous times and avoid tax, you have to invest nearly 5 lakhs of rupees in order to come to terms of not paying tax. That means if you go into the new regime, you are going to approximately a free cash flow about 3 to 4 lakhs. Now, because you have greater avenues of investing this 3 to 4 lakhs, you need not invest it only for the purpose of paying tax. You can use it more beneficially and more sensibly. If you use it sensibly, I'm talking about the investment opportunities now open to you. Now, many of us feel safe. Oh no, the best would be giving it to the banks. Yes, the banks require money today because there is no compulsory saving where you will be getting exemptions for the fixed deposits. Today, when you deposit, you are going to get money on which maybe if it fall within the tax bracket, which is 12 lakhs, you may need not have to pay tax. So you are going to invest it in banks. Now, when you invest it in banks which give you the best returns, that money is now available to the bank to lend. It is like what do you call it, a domino effect. It's a cascading effect. It is also known of what the Keynesian concept of multiplier effect. That means, suppose, otherwise, let me take an example here. Suppose I spend 1,000 rupees. When I spend 1,000 rupees, now that 1,000 rupees, suppose I go to a food store and spend 1,000 rupees, hotel, I would say. Now that 1,000 rupees is now going to serve a number of people. The vegetable vendor who supplies the vegetables to the hotel, the cleaner who cleans the table, the person who cleans your vessels, which cook your food, the cleaner is going to clean the plates on which you eat. The electricity department is going to benefit because you're going to sit and use the AC. You are going to serve the person is going to be the waiter is going to be paid out of it. You can imagine that 1,000 rupees of one person is going to benefit, that is, I'm talking about just 5 people. So you can imagine, suppose there is out of this 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs, over a period of 1 year, one person spends 1 lakh, and suppose there are 3 crore persons who are now coming out of this tax net and coming to the 12 lakhs, you are looking at unimaginable flow of funds into the kitty, into the banks. So some of us would go into where we like to put them into higher returns, take higher risks, like putting them into mutual funds or trading in shares. Some of us would like also to get into the field of entrepreneurship, so that we need not work for a salary. We'll be able to earn something on the side business. As a joke, I would say, recently, there was a guy who was caught because he was collecting money on the GPay, and the government saw in his bank account there were more than 40-50 lakhs worth of rupees, and he was selling only samosas. Sorry, he was selling only golgappas. So 40-50 lakhs, they caught him, and they had to pay GST, and now they registered the GST. So just keeping that apart, you can imagine the amount of funds which will now flow into the economy, making available sources of income for very many people. And we can also look at quality goods being manufactured in India. Because when you are going to spend trade, and people are, why are they investing in iPhones? Because they feel that the quality is excellent, and they feel that it has got some range, it has got some beautiful musical effect and all that. Since I don't own an iPhone, I can't talk about it, but this is the concept which is developed. So iPhone is a place of pride in a man's pocket. So for him, investing in an iPhone, that means you are giving opportunities for iPhone to be purchased in India. And today, with India assembling 5 million iPhones a year, production may go up. They may even start manufacturing instead of only assembling, and you may have iPhones flooding in the Indian market. And not only that, iPhones may also be exported. So the opportunities today are immense. A person now running a scooter may now go into for the use of a car. Umpteen number of styles of cars are being manufactured in India. And many of the Indian companies are giving a run to the foreign companies for their car types. Many Indian companies are challenging the worldwide known brands and taking them for a run for their money. It's not easy to just say, this is this car, this type of car, it comes from here. Why don't you buy it? No, I have another opportunity. There are other Indian companies also manufacturing the same type of cars. The more efficient, better styled, and more, concepts and, ideas poured into that car. So let me take it up forward.